Hello, Doc Boffin here. Welcome to another game of Combat Cards at the Combat Cards 3.0 launch party in Halloween 2010 at the Combat Cards Arena in Europa inside Second Life. Now here we have Enjah Mysterio on the left with the fantastic bubbling brain in a jar avatar versus Mich on the right. Mich is an incredibly experienced and talented Combat Cards player, so we wish Enjah best of luck here because it's going to be a difficult battle. Now in the first round, both players draw cards, and they've both drawn again. As you can see, 2 rounds of drawing cards puts both players on 5 cards each. They're building up their hand of cards, which they can use to choose attacks in each round of the Combat Cards match. So now they've drawn again. Both players have 6 cards, which is the maximum amount of cards you can hold in a hand in Combat Cards. So if they want to draw again, they're going to have to start discarding. But no, we're off. Both players playing cards in that round, and let's see what they are. So Enj plays Engage Cyclotron, which gives her 1 point of energy, and Mich plays Process Telemetry, which also gives him 1 point of energy. So now both players can launch attacks, and they do! Both players launch the Beta Pulse attack, which consumes 1 point of energy and produces 1 point of heat, and does 18 points of damage each. Both players now have heat that they're going to need to dissipate, and they do that by playing small attacks, which don't require any energy and allow you to dissipate heat. So Enj plays Phaser Stun, Mich plays Vibro Maul, and now we're back into the Mich is back into drawing cards to get energy. Meanwhile, Enjah's playing Electroshock for 2 points of damage, which is taken down to 1 point of damage by the block on the Process Telemetry card there. Now Mich has launched an attack, a huge Gamma Wave attack to the low area, which is undefended by the Calibrate sensors, which puts Enjah on 60 points of health. But Enj now has 1 point of energy. She launches her big attack, and this one is a Alpha Blast, doing 16 points of damage in the high area, taken down to 13 points of damage by the Phaser Stun card that Mich played to dissipate his heat. Now, with that heat gone, Mich is able to play Process Telemetry to get himself some more energy again, and I think he'll be using that energy to launch a big attack in the next round. We'll have to see what it is. And there it is. It's the Beta Pulse that's come out once again. Enj knew that was coming, played Engage Cyclotron, which blocks that mid-area, so it takes the attack down to only 8 points of damage, and it means that Enj now has 1 point of energy, which she can launch her Beta Pulse with. Now, because Mich had played his attack in the previous round, he had to dissipate heat, could only play Phaser Stun, which does 1 point of defense in the mid-area, so he takes 17 from that big attack from Enj. Now, Mich is playing Process Telemetry. That gets him 1 point of energy, and meanwhile, Enj is playing Phaser Stun to dissipate her heat. Her attack is blocked completely by Process Telemetry's low block. Now, what do we have here? Mich has launched a big attack, the Gamma Wave again, taken down to 19 by the 1 shield value in Engage Cyclotron, but that's still a big hit from Enj, who's only on 28 points of damage. But now she launches her Alpha Blast to bring her back into the game. Vibro Maul takes it down to 15 points of damage, so now it's 28 plays 34, and this is a very close game. Process Telemetry comes out again from Mich. He gets 1 point of energy. Electroshock from Enj is partially blocked by Process Telemetry, but still does 1 point of damage. Now, what's going to happen next? The Gamma Wave comes out from Mich. Enj is only on 8 points of health now, but she has 1 point of energy, so she'll be able to launch her counter-attack in the next round. And here it comes. It's an Alpha Blast to the high area, which puts Mich on 18 points of damage. I think that's enough health to keep Mich in the game. Meanwhile, Enj is only 1 attack away from defeat here. Mich plays Process Telemetry to build up energy for that final attack. Meanwhile, the Phaser Stun is completely blocked by the low block of the Phaser Stun. Now the final Gamma Wave comes out from Mich, and the huge bubbling brain of Enj comes crashing down to the arena floor. She's on minus 11 points of health. Mich is the victor. Enj has been defeated. Thank you very much for watching this game of Combat Cards.